everybody, welcome to Cedar Barn. All good?
Yeah.
So it's Michael James Nixon. I've been farming my whole life. It's what I love. From the age of 14, I used to go out with my granddad on the farm. The love of farming has just continued. My accident happened in October 2019, 14th October. My life changed drastically. I'm a T7 spinal cord injury. It took a lot for me to get the love of farming back. When I came out from hospital, I was in Coventry and I literally spent 3 months flat on my back doing nothing. And then I moved on to Stoke Mandeville, where I just hit the rehab full bore, just really went for it. I was at home for about 4 or 5 weeks, and yeah, I'll be brutally honest, my mental health took a real plummet. So that's when I rang my mate up who farms at Olney, and I just said to him, I was like, look, have you got any jobs I can do? I ended up going to work for him. My lad come with me, and we just fed the cattle, stood the chickens and stuff, and cleaning grain stalls, painting doors, all that sort of stuff. And just found the love of farming again, and just from a wheelchair. We call her Pickles. If it wasn't for Bob, I don't think I would have ever found it, and I would never have found the love for it. And as soon as I heard Northampton Saints had a wheelchair rugby team, unfortunately for Bob, that's exactly where I was heading. They were training in a hall in a church. As soon as I went in there, I remember Jerry, which is our captain, he come straight up to me. Literally every single one of them made me feel so welcome. Yeah, I just fell in love with the team, and I fell in love with all the players. But as soon as you roll into that hall, you just see such an array of different ability. Everyone's smiling, everyone's happy, everyone's chatting with each other. There's nothing you can't love about the sport. It's the one thing we do with Northampton Saints. We go out in the community and we go to schools and stuff, and we talk about wheelchair rugby. The one thing I'll always say with wheelchair rugby, it's the only sport where whatever your ability, whatever your gender, as soon as your bum hits that seat, you're all equal. Yeah, that's exactly why I love the sport. If I'll be honest, with regards to Northampton Saints, it's almost given me a family. Biggest thing wheelchair rugby's given me is a friendship group that I'd never would have had before. And that's just not just Northampton Saints. That's several different teams that I could safely say if I was having troubles, I could pick up the phone or message them on social media or whatever, and I know they'd answer. That's wheelchair rugby has given me a massive friendship group. I'd honestly say, like with Jerry, he's probably going to hate me for this, but I'd call him like the granddad of the group. He's just turned a milestone this week, so I could say that. And he's like the granddad of the group. Yeah, he looks after you and that. And then Casey's like a younger brother. He's a guy that you can go to if you've got any questions about wheelchair rugby. You could ask him, and he'd have the answers. But with the wider community with the wheelchair rugby, there's so many people that I know I could literally just message, and that they'd come back and they'd help you. And I think that's the biggest thing the wheelchair rugby gives to anybody that comes into the clubs, whichever club you go to. You'd have that camaraderie sort of thing where you can have really good laugh with people, but they'd teach you at the same time. I think that's the biggest thing. I'm a Northampton lad, so to wear the Northampton Saints badge, it's everything. I'm incredibly proud to wear that badge, and to go out and give absolutely everything for the badge, but for my teammates. It's everything. So I'd have to say it would be the first year I ever started with them, and that was the year that we won the Premiership. That'd be a year that I'll never forget. The same year we ended up going to Poland as well. Coming home with silver was a great achievement as a club. Yeah, that would be, since I've been with the club, that'd be the proudest moments. When everything started opening up after COVID, I started going to gyms, and I felt so uncomfortable going to the bigger gyms. When I first started, I felt like people, whether they were or not, I felt people were watching me. When I was doing certain exercises, that people were coming, because obviously with no core, I exercise completely different to other people. And I had people coming up to me and saying, oh, you want to do it like this, you want to do it like that. I'll be honest, it did me head in. There wasn't that much equipment that I could use as well. So that's why when we found where we are now, if there was a building that was already adapted, a barn that was already adapted, me and the wife literally said at the same time, we were like, this has been a perfect place for a gym. Yeah, that's when we literally bought the place. The main goal was get it up and running within 2 months, and we succeeded that. We got it up and running in 6 weeks. For me, with my story, especially, obviously it goes out to everybody, but especially people with spinal cord injuries, and being countryside orientated, just never give up. Just always have that mentality that obviously you've had a life-changing injury or accident, there is still stuff you can do. Like, I'll be 6 years in this October, that I've said before that there's stuff I can't do, but just concentrate on the stuff you can do. And yeah, I even had it tattooed on my arm. There was a real close mate of mine in Stoke Mandeville. Literally every morning we used to go swimming at 6:30 in the morning. We used to go swimming every morning. He always used to come up to me and he'd be like, you ready for this? And I'd be like, yeah, no, ready. And he'd say, right, never give up. And that's got to be the biggest thing. And hopefully this comes out with my story, is just never give up.